All right. You can't hear that either, can you? The music from my intro. Hey, everybody. Welcome to WeinerCast. I'm here with my guest, Dalen. How's it doing?
Doing good.
Today, we're going to discuss one of the most violent things in America that's causing a worldwide violence epidemic, not just in America, but here we're going to be talking about retro video games. Or
He
video
meant
games in general, maybe. Fuck, I don't know.
he meant Comicsgate actually.
Huh?
We're gonna talk about he actually meant Comicsgate. That's your daily dose of fuck Comicsgate for me. There you go.
Oh, man. Do I have to reset this thing again? Probably. Reset game. So, my favorite retro game system of all time, I still think it's even the most superior game system, is the Super Nintendo Entertainment System.
Yeah, see, I can't actually disagree with that. Like I said yesterday, because first of all, it had Mega Man X, which is one of the greatest games of all time.
Mega Man X is one of the greatest things of all time.
What else? It had Donkey Kong Country, also one of the greatest games of all time. It had Mario Kart, Super Mario Kart.
That the first ever Mario Kart game.
Yeah, Mario Kart is iconic.
It's up there, man. Like so many other people tried to make their own Mario Karts after that.
And what
I think
about India?
Sonic. I think Sonic tried to Mario Kart, Diddy Kong Racing. It was all sorts of shit, dude. It was
What about NBA Jam? NBA Jam is also another great game. You ever play that?
I did. I always used to. I had all the codes so I could unlock like Bill Clinton and all that stuff, and I would always play with like the spoof characters, Warren Moon. Uh, uh, yeah, it was fun, dude. Uh, there, Genesis had a couple Castlevania games that Super Nintendo didn't have, so that was kind of unfair. But they both had those fucking hard as shit of like in Aladdin and Lion King games. So I don't think anyone's ever beaten Lion King without cheating.
You know what? Fuck that game. Lion King. I'm serious. I've never seen or heard anyone who has beaten it.
It's impossible.
Because I always got stuck on what was that second level? We have to or whatever ones you had to swing from the freaking flamingos.
Keys and stuff.
I can never do that. It is so fucking annoying. I hate that game so much.
I don't even get experience fighting these guys. Fuck that. Fuck that. You ever play this game for Super Nintendo?
Are you posting a thing?
Huh?
What is it?
It's a Super Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars.
You know, I think I had it, but I never actually played it. No, wait, no. I played it. I just sucked at it, so I didn't play it often.
This was one of those games that I used to rent all the time from Blockbuster. Actually, it wasn't Block. It was another store. That was like another rental store. That was like right across the street. Yeah, I rented it so many times. I might as well just bought it, but I always got the same file. Like I mean, the same copy every time, unless they only had one copy. I don't know, but I got the same one every time, so I was able to beat it eventually. All right. Don't let Bowser bruise you, Mario.
Are you,
This,
are you emulating this?
huh?
You're on the emulator right now?
Yeah. And this is one of the best games too, because like I just started. This is a brand new file already. Freaking, you're fighting Bowser. That's like that's your first enemy you fight. Like later, he joins your team. He's pretty cool, dude. Um, I like to rock. I like to rock with Bowser and Toadstool and Mario all on the same party because she's got some dope ass healing magic. Motherfuckers throwing hammers at me. Bowser doesn't throw hammers.
So one game I never really got into, and this is going to seem weird to people, but I never actually got into Zelda games. I think I played maybe two of them, and one of them was just more recently.
I think I've only played two of them. No, I tried to play Majora's Mask, but that game was hard as shit, and like I didn't understand any of it.
Like
So
I've never played it, but I don't know. Are we still Super Nintendo?
Super Metroid, one of the best games of all time.
Because I don't know. It's not. I think it was actually on Sega, but because Sega is another game, another system that I really like. But and the game was Streets of Rage. You ever play that?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Streets of Rage is it was one me and my cousin used to play all the time. I think it was the fourth one.
I liked all
One
of those side scroller beat 'em ups. Those were all really
no,
fun.
those, you know what? Those are so redundant if you think about it. But for some reason, they're just really it's there's not a problem. You know,
Ever
like
ever
how
since
much of a
Double Dragon,
difference? How
ever
much of a difference is how different is like that old Batman game from like Streets of Rage? You're doing the same thing. You know, that side to side or Captain America and the Avengers. That game is all the same style of like play, but it's just somehow it's still different. But it's so redundant. But I never minded it. But
yeah, those were
I
those
used to.
those were some of the most fantastic. The Maximum Carnage and the Separation Anxiety games for Super Nintendo. Like yeah, it's all the. It's,
It's all the same. You see, I didn't mind that, but what I did mind is another series I never got into is Final Fantasy. You know how they used to have the one per like one attack per turn thing where you just like okay you're all in a line facing the enemy and then you attack like the Pokemon style
yeah.
like that. I like Pokemon is the only game I'm cool with doing that for, but other games like Final Fantasy. That's why I never got into Final Fantasy because I hated that style of combat.
Yeah. Oh man, see, like you probably wouldn't like this game then because it's turn based. Um, if I never played Final Fantasy, I probably never would have gotten into Pokemon. Because I remember in like the sixth grade, somebody had a Game Boy and they were playing Pokemon, and I was like, "What is that, dude?" He's like, and it looked really cool. I was like, "Oh, cool! We got all these team members and it's just one-on-one fights." I'm like, "That looks pretty cool, man! Like, I need to check that out." And I went to the store and bought a Game Boy, one of those big ass fucking original ones that took like the four AA batteries. It was it was an experience that come on, why is he making me do? I already did that.
I can't see what you're playing still. Did you turn it off or?
Nah, I have it on
Screen?
screen share. It should be on screen share.
No, it's coming up dark.
What the heck?
What other Super Nintendo games do we got? So I think me and my cousins might four of us, but one of them's like older and he's like 11 years older than me. So he was kind of like a teenager and, older away from us at the time. So the three of us, we used to play games all the time. Older cousins used to play as well. So it's like I had it. I think I had a Super Nintendo. My cousin had it, but either way, I just have memories of like Saturday mornings that we would just be at my grandmother's house and just playing all these games. And some of the best ones that we used to play, or the ones we used to play all the time, were like Super Mario, Mario Kart, Mega Man X. I could never beat Mega Man X as a little kid. I couldn't do it. I couldn't beat Donkey Kong as a kid. Played Donkey Kong 2 with that when I was Diddy and who was it? Daisy? Daisy Kong? The one, the girl and Diddy. And there's a third one. It was Daisy and the baby.
Yeah, that one was awful.
I didn't mind it. I think I had to. Yeah, I didn't mind it. Let's say Bomberman. And there was one game. It was I'm looking at a list here, just jogging my memory, but there was just one Ninja Turtle game, and it was it's a standard fighting game, kind of like Street Fighter though, where you just choose your character from the Turtles universe, and
sorry guys, I had my music playing. I forgot to turn it off.
I was like, you said you were on, and I'm like, where are you at, man?
I've been here. I was waiting for you.
Yeah. So you pick your turtle fighter, from the Turtles University fighter, and so my cousin, she always used to pick Donatello. Now Donatello, he uses a bow staff.
Yeah, he's at the best range.
So
Fuck Donnie.
So you basically, there was this move you could spam, and she spammed the hell out of it, where he's just basically just spinning his bow staff in the air. So you can't jump onto him to hit him. You can't get near him because he's just constantly spinning that bow staff. So you have to either be quick, somehow jump over him, or slide under him and hit him to stop her from doing that. But she's a button masher, so she just spammed the hell out of it, and I used to get so frustrated playing her because that's all she did, and I lost every time. So imagine being like 9 years old, and your cousin is just spamming the hell out of this.
It's no fair.
Sounds like a bitch move.
It was. I really hated it. I mean, it's legal. It's one of the things that it's in the game that you can do it. But it's like almost like pressing the rewind button on Madden when somebody scored a touchdown. You really put that bullshit on? Well, you can rewind the last play. So if you scored a touchdown, they can just press rewind and it takes it away. It's kind of like that, It's part of the game, but it's a bitch move.
God damn, I'm getting killed. You know what game was really difficult? I don't think anyone ever beat also? It was the Ninja Turtles game for the regular Nintendo, where it was one player, you played with one turtle at a time. And the only turtle that was really good in that game, god damn it, I just wasted a mushroom.
Sounds like a bitch problem.
But Donatello, again, was the only good one in that game.
Okay, so we know fact. We know that
range, he could He could use his bow staff. His bow staff could go through like the floors and ceilings and shit to hit enemies that were above you.
So even though that Leonardo is factually the best turtle, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love Donnie. I was
Factually.
just fucking with you.
There's one time in the game you're fighting Rocksteady, and all you have to do is be Donatello, and you sit on top of this platform, and you duck, and then you just wait for Rocksteady to ram the platform, and then you just keep on whacking him with your bow staff. Like, otherwise, he's hard as shit, and it's not user friendly. All right, I got a mushroom. Bow, bow, bow.
All right, so what games have you talked about already?
Well, a little bit. Just talking about Super Nintendo mainly so far. We got into on some Super Metroid. A little bit. Dalen really likes Mega Man X, and I can't blame him because it's a fantastic game.
I have that shit on my phone actually,
Wow.
or I had it, or I had it on my phone. Do I? I still have it? Yep, I still got it. The only bad part about it is like I don't know how to save, so you can play it as much as you want, and then if you can't save, you gotta start over. That's the only bitch part about it. But
You can never save it. You always had to do passwords.
well, that's what I meant. I can't find a way to get the passwords.
All right, so which one have you talked about again? Whoops.
We talked about. I'm playing Mario RPG right now. That's one of the best games ever. We talked about that a little bit. We're talking about. I don't know, man. I'm lost. I'm kind of out of it. I told Dalen earlier why I'm out of it.
Are you on drugs?
I was yesterday.
You was.
I don't know. They lasted a really long time.
Those are two things you said. I chose not to take the joke. Make a joke out of it. The other one was he was hard as shit.
Oh man, I got kicked out of the bar and shit, dude. It was awful.
Wow, that's crazy. I just got I got like a reshare off of like Stranger Things discussion.
Nice.
Yeah. Which right now I'm actually uploading our Who's the Best Robin.
Oh, dude, I don't think I was on that one.
No, oh, you weren't.
But either way, it's Dick.
No, that's factually incorrect, sir. It's Tim Drake.
Tim Drake's cool. I like him.
It's hard to get an image of all the Robins outside of the main four.
What was the one in Dark Knight Returns?
I think that was Stephanie Brown.
Yeah, she was.
Which actually we didn't discuss one Robin because there were 3 female Robins and we only talked about 2 of them. Which we fucked up on that.
I have to rescue Toad.
I need an image with all the 6 Robins. With all the Robins that looks nice.
Yeah. So we talked about Maximum Carnage, Separation Anxiety. We talked about just a lot of beat 'em ups. We talked about like almost all the beat 'em ups. What else? There was a lot of shit, man. I don't even. We were getting into TurboGrafx 16.
So I'm a PlayStation dick rider.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
So like for me, like the best handheld game of all time is going to be the PSP.
You know what? I can't really say that because
well, like the Switch is like gonna take over. I can already tell that. Like in the next few years, it's gonna be the best one.
I would say because like I just got a Switch and I've been playing I've been playing a lot of it.
The Switch once they get like way more games than they already got, it's gonna be game over for the PSP.
Yep.
I haven't played on PSP in like years, so I don't even know where it is.
But like, still, people are still fucking buying PSPs like crazy.
But the thing about the PSP is just all it is a handheld PlayStation. It's like you can pretty much do the same thing. That's all.
I mean, the Switch is a handheld Wii U, so like all handheld games are handheld versions of like other ones.
Yeah, but okay, so
like the Game Boy is like the Game Boy is a handheld. The Game Boy is a handheld GameCube.
I was about to bring that up. Would you really consider that a handheld GameCube?
No, it was a handheld Super Nintendo.
It was a handheld GameCube because it had more of the software of a GameCube than a Super Nintendo.
That Game Boy Advance, dude, that thing had awesome graphics for handheld.
Exactly, it had the graphics of the GameCube, not the Super Nintendo.
Get out of here.
Wait, the Game Boy Advance, that's the first one. So that one I agree with. I was thinking more of the Game Boy Color.
Game Boy Color was before the Game Boy Advance.
I thought the Game Boy Advance was first. The Game Boy
No. Game Boy Color is just added color to the Game Boy. That's all that was. And Advance came Advance.
All right, well, the Game Boy Advance. All right, I'm getting them confused right now. So the Game Boy Color is the one that I say is more like the Super Nintendo, while the Game Boy Advance is more like the GameCube.
Okay, I can dig that one.
Fuck, it is hard finding like some artwork with all the Robins.
I have some. I actually posted it.
Do you remember one of the best ads of all time when Sega does Nintendo don't?
What?
Do you remember one of the best ads of all time when Genesis was coming out and it was like Sega does what Nintendo don't?
Dude, I was younger than you when that thing was out.
So you can still remember it?
No, I can't. How old were you when that came out? What year was it? I was born in '93, bro.
It was probably like, let's see.
That shit was probably like early '98.
Let's see.
Hey, Dalen.
Yeah.
Could you share with me the artwork that you were telling me about?
Yeah, I was trying to do it. It just my thing is fucking up. Hang on. Trying it again.
The Mega Drive. Yeah.
Oh my god! Why is it doing this? Messenger is fucking up for some reason.
Is it Messenger or is it
you weren't born? That's why.
Exact. I said that. I was way younger than you. I wasn't even born yet. I was born in October 1993, boy.
Yeah. It sucks to be you, because that was one of the best ads of all time.
No, one of the best ads of all time was what's the name of the short guy from Game of Thrones?
Tyrion, Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, Peter Dinklage. When he was doing the rap, the Missy Elliott rap.
What the fuck, man?
And then Morgan Freeman was doing the Busta Rhymes rap.
Oh wow!
Oh, that Mountain Dew commercial.
Yeah, that Mountain Dew commercial and the Doritos. It was Mountain Dew and Doritos, right?
Yeah, no, I think it was just Mountain Dew, wasn't it? No, it was just Mountain Dew. It was like some new. I think it was Mountain Dew Ice. There was like multiple versions of it. I think. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it was Mountain Dew. Could have been Doritos too, though. It's like in the same realm. Oh my god, I don't know why these are fucking sending.
It was the Mountain Dew and Doritos commercial, yeah. Yeah, Peter Dinklage was doing Doritos and Morgan Freeman was doing the Mountain Dew. I told you. I know my shit somewhat.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
You missed out on a commercial then, because that commercial was the shit.
Dude, every commercial back then was way better than commercials today.
This commercial was literally last year.
Oh yeah, fuck. Either way,
sir.
commercials back in when we were kids are better than every
commercials.
when we were kids was better, I think. I don't know.
Fuck your commercials.
Fuck your commercials. I got to equip this hammer.
Alright, here you go.
I got the notification.
I need to find a save point.
Shit, these won't work. I can only use one image, and none of them have all of them.
Give you options, brother.
Huh?
Give you options.
Fuck, it's gonna be difficult.
I mean, you don't have to use because I couldn't find any that all of them either.
So what makes you guys PlayStation dick riders?
Oh, because I believe that the best system is the PlayStation 2.
For PS2, PS1 is way better than PS2.
Now, I've had both, and PS2 has far more superior games than the PS1. And the only issue with the PS2 is getting the reader to function properly. Other than that, it's a fucking great game.
Yeah. I did enjoy PS2 when Grand Theft Auto 3 came out. And that was a fantastic game. That was one of those mind blowers right there. It was like, holy cow, because before that, in the regular PlayStation, you had Grand Theft Auto 2, and Grand Theft Auto British Edition. And I remember in Grand Theft Auto 2, while you were driving in cars, like, you could take out the game and put in a CD, so then like the radio on the car would play tracks from the CD.
Oh shit!
Yeah, but you couldn't play missions anymore because the game couldn't load anything because the game wasn't in the thing anymore. So you couldn't play missions. You could only run around in free for all. But it was still pretty cool.
I mean, honestly, I just had Tony look at it. I post another pic. That one's better. That's
yeah, fuck it. I'll use it.
No, the other one. Post another
the Robin
one.
Core, yeah. I know. Okay. I saw that one earlier, but I kind of didn't want to use it. But I'll use it. Fuck it.
We ain't got another options, brother.
What was that?
But we have no more options.
Yeah, fuck it.
But I say I like PlayStation. I mean, I just grew up with PlayStation though, so it's like I have no choice.
I grew up with PlayStation and Xbox.
See, here's the thing though. I don't have a bias. Like outside of joking around and stuff about like Xbox, PlayStation, people, the joking around and stuff. Outside of that, I don't have an actual bias about it. It's just I grew up with it, more than I did Xbox. And I actually love Xbox. I mean, one of my favorite systems ever was my Xbox 360. And I basically cried when I got that red light of death. You know that. You know what happens then. I almost cried with that.
Trash.
But, yeah, I just think that
it won't show all the Robin Core. Won't show all the Robins.
For me personally, I just prefer PlayStation. I don't know. It's weird though, because like I've seen the argument, PlayStation and Xbox is like Marvel and DC, whereas DC would be PlayStation and Marvel would be Xbox. Yeah, I'm more Marvel than DC, so it's a little backwards.
You know what though? I think like for games that have more like playback value or more like the whole 16-bit era has the more games that have better playback value than anything else.
Nah, fuck that. PS2 has just as many.
PS2 has that whack ass freaking Final Fantasy X.
PS2 has Final Fantasy. It has Crash Bandicoot. It has the Lord of the Rings games. It has fucking the original Battlefield. It has
You remember that god awful Lord of the Rings game for Super Nintendo?
what?
There was this god awful Lord of the Rings game for Super Nintendo.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I never played that. You realize that the Super Nintendo came out before I was born, right?
You still could have had one, played it.
No matter.
I barely played that shit. I only played a few games from that. I was more of Super fucking Nintendo 64, GameCube, somewhat Super Nintendo, Atari, Sega Genesis, Dreamcast, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2.
Sega Dreamcast was my shit, dude. I used to skip school to play Phantasy Star Online. It was an amazing experience. I had a female character, so like I could get free items from dudes.
You used to get free items from dudes.
Yeah. I know it sounds kind of weird, but
Hey, it's your life, man. It's all good.
We don't judge.
That's why I'm so violent today. Oh man.
Okay, but one of my favorite games is literally the Lord of the Rings: Return of the King for PS2. It is literally one of my favorite systems and one of my favorite games ever. So like I'm PS2 all the way in terms of console.
PS2? No, man.
Yeah. Hey. It's the most sold console of all time and it's still being sold.
Is it?
Yeah, it's still being sold. And they still have and every now and then they come out with new editions of the PS2. So like it's still getting made new by the companies.
That's crazy. One thing I do admire about PlayStation, though, is they keep the same controller for every system.
Yo, coming up with a name for this Robin episode is the most difficult thing ever.
Games Robins, man.
I'm just naming it who is the best Robin in DC.
It's too long.
Because if I don't specify DC, people are gonna be like, "What about Robin Scherbatsky from How I Met Your Mother?" Like, get the fuck out of here. She deserved to die more than the mother.
What about Robin from Stranger Things?
Oh, Robin is amazing. I love her, bro. She's literally top 2 characters of season 3.
I didn't know that she was Uma Thurman's daughter until like last month.
I found out she was Uma Thurman's daughter like a bit after the show came out, so like a few days after.
Yeah. This son of a bitch needs to stop crying. There we go. All right. Yeah, I'm the Mario, motherfucker, man. You gotta recognize. This was the first almost 3D Mario game.
Can you tell them I chose a name already, so they can stop messaging?
What did you do? What are you doing?
I'm uploading my episode.
What'd you call it?
The Robinator.
Yeah, but back to the Switch though. Switch real quick. I know it's supposed to be about retro gaming, but I think I've been playing Ultimate Alliance 3, and I'm just like obsessed with it. And the fact that I can use it as a handheld is perfect.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have to unhook my PlayStation for it. I'm just using it as a handheld. The only bad part about it is that like I gotta charge it after a while. Like I'll be like, yeah, all right, I beat this fucking world or this level, but my battery's low. Like shit.
Do they have like battery expansions for them for when you're on the go, or no?
I don't know, but I don't think so. But I mean, it's all good. I can still play while charging it, but sorry, I'd rather just let it charge and play. I don't want to fuck it up. But yeah.
Yeah, that's how we do shit around here.
Yo, I have a feeling right as soon as I upload this episode, some fucking nerd is gonna be like, "Oh, these guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about."
They don't.
About Robin.
Yeah, like these fucking posers, they don't know what the fuck you're talking about. They don't know all the Robins.
You know what's funny? It's like I've been around you guys for like 5 years, and I don't know if this is just because I've been around you guys, but it's almost like other groups are the ones who don't know what they're talking about. You know?
Oh,
Yeah.
I admittedly know when I'm not sure what I'm talking about. You know. Like,
Oh yeah, me too. I'm not gonna pretend I'm not gonna pretend like I'm an expert on stuff.
That's how like with certain Robins, I was like, yeah, I don't like Carrie Kelly and fucking Stephanie Brown. I was like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know
about
shit.
those
I
two. I should have said that. I don't know dick about those two. I should have said that during the podcast.
I don't know much about them either.
Amazing.
But it'd be funny if this is the episode we do get backlash for. It's like, yeah, you guys don't know what you're talking about with Robins. The actual best Robin is Dick Grayson. Blah blah blah. Okay, all right.
I'd have been like, get the fuck out of here.
Funny,
you know what's
No
really
way.
about Marvel Ultimate Alliance? You brought that up a little bit ago. I really got into the first one. I was like, holy shit, dude, it's like Gauntlet Legends. But
first one was great.
Characters. I was like, this
First
is the coolest shit.
First one was awesome, actually. I really liked that game. Like, cause I think I had it for the longest time, but never played it. And I finally played it, and I was like, holy shit, this is awesome.
It was so cool, and like a lot of people didn't play Gauntlet. So when I was telling them, I'm like, dude, it's like Gauntlet Legends or Gauntlet, but Marvel. They're like, what the fuck is Gauntlet? I'm like, what? Gauntlet's one of the best game series of all time. I still like to go back and play the Gauntlet 2 for regular Nintendo.
I don't know what the hell that is, honestly.
Oh man, it was a game where you got to pick between like a warrior or a wizard or a Valkyrie. There was one other class, and it was 4 players, and each player was a different color. Like there was a blue guy, or there was a blue one, a red one, a yellow one, and a green one. And each person could be something different, or you could all be the same thing. It'd be really cool too, like you're running low on health, and it'll be like, blue wizard needs food badly, and then it starts playing like like this dangerous like in music, like you're getting ready to die. It gets super intense. And it was fun, but I don't know if they did it in the Nintendo 64 Gauntlet Legends, but it was just still a really fun game.
Nah, I've never heard of it, man. Be honest. It was really a game I really liked though from Super Nintendo was Batman Returns. I mentioned it earlier.
Yeah,
The one where you had to fight Penguin and then Catwoman. That Catwoman one was a bitch though. That level, that would fight Catwoman because you had the whip.
Yeah, like anybody that had better range than you was
Pain in the ass, but it was awesome. You could like just throw people through the glass. Like the clowns that come after you.
Yeah.
You just throw them through the glass of the window.
Ugh. One of the best games of all time was Mario Paint.
Mario Paint? What?
Mario Paint. You plugged in.
I think
You plugged a mouse into the controller port, and you could paint. You could make music.
I was thinking you were talking about the other Mario game where you painted for Nintendo Wii, I think it was, or GameCube.
No, this was Super Nintendo, man. It was ahead of its time. You could do all sorts of cool shit in that game. Boom! Yeah, that's how we do it. What's going on? Oh. Do you guys ever remember the first game you ever played?
First game? It's probably some Mario game, actually. Probably Super Mario or Donkey Kong. One of the two.
Mine was either like Pac-Man or like Duck Hunt.
I'm trying to think, because I think I never played Duck Hunt. I don't think so. I think my aunt had, cause it was like the first Super Nintendo, the first one. My aunt had it, and I think she had the gun for it, but I never played it.
Yeah, you can't play it on a modern TV because it only plays on a tube. There's something to do with the lighting.
Oh, this is like the 90s, brother.
Yeah, I know. But I was like, but if you were trying to go back and play it today, like if you hooked up your Nintendo to like a modern TV, you wouldn't be able to play Duck Hunt because the lighting. But the gun works on like the inside the gun. It's like a mirror, and it has something to do with like the lighting or whatever. And when you pull the trigger, I don't know. It was weird. When I get that dog in that fucking game was an asshole. That dog is the reason why people shoot up schools.
Doesn't he laugh at you?
he laughs at you when you miss. But I'm like, he's supposed to be on your side, dude. Like, he's supposed to be your buddy. And he just laughs at you all day, and it makes you feel sad. It wasn't. He was supposed to be like a friendly guy. He's supposed to be a good boy. And he's not. He's never a good boy. But as long as you get more than half of the birds, you always go to the next level anyway. So you don't have to get every bird or every clay pigeon. You can shoot clay pigeons too. That was harder doing the clay pigeons. You got to get them like right away. This goddamn frog keeps peeing on me.
You still playing that Mario game or whatever?
Yep. I've been meaning to play this game for a while, and this is the perfect time to do it. Oh, yes. Did you guys ever play the Donkey Kong Returns or the Wii?
Yeah, I did.
Dude, that game was so hard.
It was. I was playing it one day at my grandmother's house, and my cousins were there. They didn't play it, but they were just watching me play. And oh my God, Tony, I found a better pick.
All right, share it.
But yeah, it was hard. It was pretty much the same thing, really, I think. Wasn't it? It was a few years ago.
It had no business being as hard. Like, a lot of games for the Wii were hard for me in general. I didn't like the motion controls or any of that, and it just got crazy.
Oh, I've seen that one. I might use it.
It's a little cropped, so you can't really see all of them, but I mean, it's not bad. But I like how we're like doing stuff for our podcast on Tim Holmes.
Hey, that's fine. We're all a team here, man.
Yeah.
He's gonna get roasted in an episode next week about the Arrowverse versus the MCU.
Oh, is that next week? All right, cool.
I'm pretty sure we all already disagree with you.
So what?
Even though I love the Arrowverse, but it's like no.
You're wrong.
That should be a good episode, though. You know.
All right, cool. Well, I think I got everything.
I have another pick too. There's just a bunch of toys though, and they don't have Stephanie, so never mind. And one of them was Nightwing. I don't even know why I looked at that, but yeah.
All right, cool. Then I can upload the episode now. Harley was the only special guest, right?
Yeah, we had a brief cameo from Thomas, but he couldn't come back on.
Yeah, that was upsetting. I wanted him to be on.
Yeah, it was just Harley. So, yeah.
All right, so I also uploaded our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
You're gonna tweet it, or you want me to tweet it?
You could tweet it.
I'll do it later. Yeah. Back to Simone's episode though. Yeah. Yes. Retro gaming.
Okay. So one of my second favorite games of all time is actually Super Smash Bros.
Super Smash Brothers, man. It's just called Smash 64, man. That's what we call it.
It is literally one of my
Smash 64 is one of the best ones.
Yeah, it is. I'm agreeing with you.
I think that was the only one I played until the one on Switch.
Damn. Turbo button.
I guess you're Bud Master. Confirm that.
No, you have to hit to do one of Mario's attacks. You have to hit Y like really, really fast. Damn. And my party member keeps on dying because he's a weak ass. He's a weak ass prick. Ugh. Boom. Oof. How long have we been going? All right. Final discussion. If you could remaster any old retro game to play on any of the new ports or consoles, what would it be? You could pick more. You could pick several. It doesn't matter.
Okay, so Mega Man X for me. Definitely that. I would say Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, first four.
The first
And-
one.
Well, they tried that kind of with the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater HD
Yeah.
and then Pro Skater 5. So that was kind of, they technically did. It just didn't do so well. But definitely.
Number 2.
I don't know my favorite. I think my favorite Tony Hawk is I really like the underground ones and then American Wasteland. I think those are my favorites. Like I liked when I'm in the minority here, but I liked when they did the whole storyline thing.
Yeah.
I actually liked that, where you can get off the board and it was like a story you had to follow. You had to create your skater and all that.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed that, and I hated when they took. Well, I didn't really hate when he took it back to the standard, collect skate, get this high score, but I feel like that limits it so much. And I feel like with today's gamers, they would appreciate a storyline a little bit more, as opposed to that. And also they stopped letting you get off the board, which I really didn't like.
I'm with it. I don't really want a remake, but I do want a sequel to the game I'm playing, but
Wait, I just realized something. Ryan's not on here. I thought he was going to be on here.
He wasn't available.
Oh, that bitch.
Yeah.
I was about to roast his ass.
I messaged him. He never got back to me. So
I was gonna roast his ass. I was gonna be like, how can we take someone who loves Hawkman as his favorite hero seriously?
Oh yeah, dude, I didn't know that. Oh my god.
How is the most blandest superhero your favorite superhero? I honestly think he only likes him because he doesn't have a shirt on.
Yeah, son of a I really wanted him on here because I knew he agreed with me about Super Nintendo being the best.
I think that's just bias. I mean, that's just what's the best way to say it? That's why am I? I'm normally good with words. My English is not so good today. That is fuck, subjective. That's what it is. That's the word I'm looking for.
Oh yeah,
I
how
is
so?
smart. I is smart. I know words.
How is it subjective?
Because you're a bitch.
um,
I'm speaking facts. Like
speaking,
PlayStation 2, PlayStation 2 is the most sold game of all time. Is the most sold console of all time, and still being sold, and still getting renewed as a console.
so are freaking Super Nintendos are getting remade.
But does it have the most sales? And the Super Nintendo isn't really getting remade the way it was. It's more of emulators being made that have Super Nintendo games, so it's not the same fucking thing.
I get it, and that's fine too. But
There are
also,
no emulators being made for the PS2. It is literally the console getting remade, and you have to have the games already, or you have to buy the fucking games hella expensively.
no, I know I was looking up game prices before we started this. I'm like, holy shit! I wish I would have kept a bunch of my old games and sold them now because I remember selling all my shit at like a garage sale when I was like 15 or so, or like just selling shit cheap. Like I sold my whole Super Nintendo for maybe like $20.
Looking back at it, I'm like, damn, damn, fucking GameStop finessed the shit out of me.
Oh yeah. That was their racket though, man. GameStop did like they didn't care, man.
Man, fuck GameStop.
They're like, well, how about like 4 cents or like $40,000 in store credit? Like what?
Yeah, fuck those guys. They literally bought one of my Xbox games for like I think less than $1, and then they were able to sell it for definitely way more than what I sold it, what I took from it.
GameStop or EB games for all those listening in Canada. Those motherfuckers are the reason why people shoot up schools.
That's okay. GameStop is fucking bankrupt. I hope they go out of business. Fuck GameStop.
Games like Animal Crossing are why people shoot up schools also.
Get the fuck out of here. I don't play that shit, but oh well. I hope we die in this Mario game.
I have it it's paused right now. I just got back to the Mushroom Kingdom and the
Why
whole
don't you play?
whole kingdom's under attack, so I just have it saved.
Why don't you play Donkey Kong, little bitch?
I don't have Donkey Kong yet. I haven't downloaded that game yet.
That's why you're a little bitch. There's a Yandi bootleg? What?
No what?
There's a Yandi bootleg.
Uh so Tonio, what about you? Any games that old school games that you'd want to see remastered into a PS4 or a Xbox or a Nintendo Switch?
Can you repeat that?
Any old games that you liked when you were a kid that you'd like to see remade as remastered or remade or redone?
I mean, they already did Smash Ultimate, so that's all I can. That's all I really would fucking ask for.
Dude, Nintendo's so cool too because like well not only are they getting other properties like they got Solid Snake and all that shit in there like they're bringing they bring back everybody like they don't forget about anything that they've done. Like, hasn't Ness been in every single one?
Yeah, almost. Most.
Like a lot of people didn't. I didn't even know who he was at the time. I didn't play Earthbound
I've
until
never played Earthbound,
I didn't
so
play Earthbound until like maybe like 10 years ago. I just thought he was like the Nintendo Entertainment System mascot besides Mario. Like I thought he was like like a Mr. Game and Watch type of guy, but nah, I had no idea who he was until Earthbound. I was like, what? This dude.
I just want a new skateboarding game. To be honest with you,
Dude,
I need
the skateboarding games are the shit.
I just need they need to bring back Skate 4. They need to make it.
The skate series are those ones where you can like move shit around like tables and bike racks and like.
Yeah. Well, they started doing that at Skate 2. Skate 1, you couldn't get off the board to even
my
do that.
favorite is Tony Hawk's Underground 2.
Yeah, I really like the Underground series. But I saw somebody compare, like, say, Tony Hawk and Skate, or like comparing Mario Kart to like Forza Motorsports. What's that game? Forza.
I don't know.
Yeah, I remember Forza.
Yeah, Forza Horizon.
Was it Underground 2 where Tony Hawk had Bam Margera on it too?
Bam has been in like 9 of them though. Bam has been in a bunch of them.
Yeah, he has.
Underground
the one where
2
they're
is
like
when,
in a van, where like he has his own team in a van.
Yeah, Team Hawk versus Team Bam. Yeah, that was.
There's a kid in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Which one was that one?
That was Underground 2.
Okay, so I was right. It is Underground 2. Cool. I remember it correctly.
Their own teams, and it was like a race. They had like a whole list of shit they had to do.
Yeah, dude, that one was my fucking favorite.
I remember there was one summer that I actually literally beat it every day because I didn't have any other games. I was like, fuck. So I made a different guy every day and beat it every single day.
God damn, bro. It took me like a week to finish that, to beat it. Granted, I didn't play it as much as you did.
I was like 15. So I was already like good at video games.
Isn't that crazy? Like when we were younger, like we were way better at video games, and then like when you go back and try to play a game you were really good at, it's like, oh god, this shit is hard. It's awful. I'm terrible. Like this is.
I'm the opposite. Like I'm fairly certain I can beat like Donkey Kong Country now pretty easily. I'm pretty sure I can beat Mega Man pretty easily. Those are games I couldn't do when I was like 6.
Dude, I remember being really good at GoldenEye, and there was this level in GoldenEye where like you're just getting ambushed from everywhere, and you have to protect Natalia, and like and all the enemies are going after her instead of you, and you're getting ambushed from every side. And you have to oh my god, that game was so hard to play on 00 Agent, dude. Like that was the hardest difficulty. Oh my god, dude.
I used to play my cousin in GoldenEye a lot, and he won every single time.
Fuck GoldenEye. Hated that shit.
Hey. That is the only shooter that I like. I hate shooters. I hate first-person shooters. But that's the only one I'll play.
I want some fucking pizza right now, guys.
Dude, have some pizza.
I'm not gonna spend some money I don't have on pizza.
Oh, that's so true, man. I can't spend any money for a while. I just spent like $300 on all new tools.
I don't have any money to spend.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I don't either. I did on Monday, and now I don't anymore. But I needed all these tools so I can go to work and make more money. So let's go to work. I would like to see F-Zero remade. I don't think they've ever made like an F-Zero 2 or that was one of the best racing games. And it was before Mario Kart. Do they have a new Mario Kart for Switch yet or no?
Did they for Switch? Yeah, they got like 35 fucking Mario games for Switch. I noticed they have a lot of games, a lot of Mario games for Switch.
So they have a new Mario Kart though.
Yeah, Mario Kart 8.
Oh wow. Wow, there's 8 of those. That's crazy.
Let me see. They got Mario Kart Deluxe. I want to get that. That's like a standard Mario game. Yeah, Super Mario Odyssey, Super Mario Party, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Super Mario Maker 2, whatever the hell that is. Super Smash Bros. That counts.
Dude, Mario Maker is insane.
Mario and Rabbidos Kingdom Battle. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I think that Mario Party 10. Like they remastered some of the games for it. Super Mario Brothers Switch. Oh shit, they got a Donkey Kong Country?
Nintendo's gonna take over again. Like they were the leaders for a while, and then they got rid of their deal. Like Sony and Nintendo had a deal. Like they were gonna make a system together, but then they had a falling out. So then that's when Nintendo 64 came out, and then that's when PlayStation came out. Like they were gonna be the same system. Like Nintendo 64 and PlayStation were gonna be the same system, or they were developing something together, and then they had some sort of falling out, and PlayStation ended up taking over for a while. Like Nintendo was just Nintendo was just doing some low key stuff and just not really caring because they were still making their money. It's just, but I think they're coming back. The Switch brought everything back to like people wanting to be on Nintendo. Once they put Sonic the Hedgehog, once they bought him, dude, it was over, man. It was over with.
Either way, PS2 is the best console. Fuck you.
PS2 is fine.
Oh, Sonic on the GameCube was cool.
Sonic on the GameCube was cool. Sonic on Xbox 360, the Sonic Generations game. That game was fantastic.
Oh, fucking Tekken, Mortal Kombat, all that shit was good on the Xbox 360. Yeah, on the Xbox, not the 360. My bad.
I remember playing Tekken a lot, man. Tekken, Virtua Fighter, all all those games were awesome. I remember I went to visit my uncle in Florida, and he bought a PlayStation just because I was visiting him, and like we bought like a whole bunch of games. We bought Driver. Remember Driver?
I never played it. I know what it is, but I never played it.
That game was.
I remember a friend had it though. He had the third one, and the way they stylized the name was like just. Dude.
All right, that's it. Dude. That's all I wanted to share.
He had the third game, Driver 3, and it just looked like it was Drive 3er because he put the 3 as an E. It was like Drive 3er.
Yeah, something. Yeah. The game was hard, dude, but like I think it made Grand Theft Auto 3 possible though, because it was kind of like the same thing, except you just weren't going around shooting people. You were just like a getaway driver. But then shortly after Grand Theft Auto 3 came out, I think I don't remember. Oh man, I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I need a gosh darn nap.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. That's what she said. There's Here Come the Mummies have a song. That's what she said.
You don't say.
Yeah. All their songs are dirty. They're good. They're a good band. Remember when you came over and you were dancing to that shit in my living room?
Yeah, my horrible ass dancing. That Nasser was talking shit on.
Was he?
Yeah, he was talking shit because you were recording me and you sent it to the group chat. He was mad shit talking. And I really wanted to say, it's like, bitch, don't be mad because you got no fucking confidence to do this shit.
Does anybody even talk to that kid anymore?
Nope. Fuck that guy.
He hits me up all the time and I never respond. I'm like, oh man.
After him talking shit about your podcast, why would you?
Well, the other day he hit me up. He's like, if you hate capitalism so much, why don't you just leave? I'm like, because of capitalism, I can't afford to leave.
You know what that sounds like? If you hate the United States so much, you should just leave.
That's exactly what that sounds like.
No wonder he voted for fucking Trump. No wonder he's part of Comicsgate.
Oh yeah. He said he quit Comicsgate and quit making comics, but he's still freaking a MAGA hat wearing son of a bitch.
Sounds like a little bitch though.
he tried to he was posting some shit in one of these group chats. It was hilarious. Then Ivan, he was always trying to sell his book that he just made, and he was posting links whatever for the Amazon link and whatever. Then Ivan just fucking grilled him. He's all like, "Dude, fuck you, fuck your books, dude. Fucking nobody's gonna give you any money when you act like such a bitch, or whatever." And then he just deleted, and then he just removed him from the group.
I think that might have been me, dude.
No, it was like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay, never mind.
It's so funny. Oh.
Fuck that kid.
Oh my goodness. But this one, this is gonna be a shorter one. I'm out of it. I'm tired. I appreciate you guys for coming on and bearing with my nonsense.
It's all good.
Tell me to it. If anybody, you guys had a favorite video game, I can tell us in the comments below, man. Like, what was your favorite system growing up? Super Nintendo.
Oh, you're such a bitch. Oh, sorry. Was that loud?
It was totally fine though.
Oh, my bad.
Do all that liking and subscribing and doing all that stuff.
Still don't give a fuck.
Show these episodes to your grandparents. They'll appreciate it.
Grandparents.
Yeah.
Grandparents, like it's that fucking old?
Yeah. Maybe parents, but
I mean, I'm already having back problems, and I'm from the era of the fucking Dreamcast.
I never played that because I wasn't, I had better systems. So.
Dude, my friend Brittany had an Atari. That shit was awesome.
I've had an Xbox. I've had a PS2. I've had a PS3. I have a PS4. I've had a PlayStation 1. They used to be so fucking cheap back then, though.
Yeah.
That's why, like, it was easy to have almost every fucking system. They were no more than $100 back then.
Yeah, but games were still like $40 a pop.
$30. Max.
Not all of them. Some games were pretty up there. Remember when PlayStation Magazine used to like had demos? So you like, I remember playing the shit out of PlayStation Magazine demos.
Oh my god, this is totally unrelated, but I just came across a Ted Bundy fan account, dude.
Oh, Ted
Dude.
Bundy fan account.
These fucking stands are insane. Stan culture is just not good at all. I'm sorry.
It's never been good.
There's a difference. There's a difference between a fan and a stan, and I think stan culture is very, very toxic most of the time.
Well,
Most
yeah.
of the time. I mean, I feel like it starts off okay, but sometimes it just encroaches into something really dangerous. Like I don't think there's anything wrong with being a super fan of something, but stans seem to make Ted Bundy fan accounts. Is what I'm trying to say. You know.
You know what, man? Liking anything way too much is just bad for your health.
I think. Well, I don't know. I mean, I think this might transcend standing because that's not even a stand. That's just like it's Ted Bundy. Come on.
Ted Bundy should not have a fan page.
Yeah, let me get out. Twitter.
I was watching that Charles Manson documentary on Hulu last night. That was pretty cool.
Fuck your shit.
Oh yeah, everyone do all the stuff like I said earlier, and have a splendid evening, and take care. Thanks everyone for coming on. Thanks the few of you, the few dedicated fans that like to listen, and have a good night.